Many salespeople are thinking today about their jobs. What impact AI will make on my job or sales job, or whether sales job will be relevant in future. These are the questions in front of many who are in B2B business. However, AI has not diminished importance of selling. Rather, it has really made sales job very important from the organization point of view. However, the new salesperson will have lot of capabilities to use AI to create that customer experience and guide buyer towards decision making. The whole buying process has changed drastically. More than 70 or 80% of the information is with the buyers without any discussions or talking. Number of decision makers is increasing, and in many B2B cases there are up to 7 to 8 decision makers involved in buying decision. The third most important thing is it is all about the making right decision. It is about the risk involved in making buying decisions, and the buyers don't want to look you know bad after making the decision. Not losing the credibility is the important factor in buying decisions today, and therefore buyers are not looking for sales speeches or features or even the cost, but risk mitigation or how to arrive at the right decision for my organization. Therefore, the important factor today in B2B selling is building that buyer confidence and making decision making risk free for him. And that is the real job of the salesperson, and that requires lot of different skills. The main purpose of sales training or developing future sales people is to build these capabilities within the sales people and bring those behavioral changes that will build that trust and confidence in buyer's mind. The salesperson must be a good listener. That is the most important thing, so that he or she can reframe customer issue or problem in a right way to develop clarity. Secondly, the salesperson should be perceived as a competent person who understands business as well as his products and services and what they can do for the customer, as well as he should have all the support from the organization to clarify any customer doubts. This is important. So the whole selling is shifting from making presentations, talking about product features, talking about the organization, but about listening and asking questions to create that engagement. Because today decision making is taking long time, and the main reason for stalling the decision making is lack of confidence in making the decision, or simply lack of trust in the salesperson. Therefore, the most important factor for salespeople as well as organizations is to build trust and credibility with their customers and prospects, so that customers are confident in making decisions. They rely on salespeople for right insights, right knowledge, right information to help them make right decision for their organization. Therefore, the selling has become more and more important and more strategic. Therefore, organization must look B2B sales from this perspective rather than focusing on product features, competition, and price. Gone are these days, and now both buying and selling will be more conscious about how that decision is going to affect the organization. Therefore, the organization must focus on building the sales team, sales structure, as well as organization's response system to build this trust and credibility, and develop those behavioral aspects and competence about their products and service, so that salespeople can build that trust and confidence in customers' mind and guide them towards buying decision. Today or tomorrow, organizations, especially B2B companies, need loyal customers. That means the business that will remain with them for a longer period of time. To do that, they must invest sufficiently in their buyers, so that buyers will always prefer them as a partner rather than looking for change. There will always be a kind of feeling in buyer's mind while making the decision: what will happen if I change this supplier? What is the impact? And if the risk is higher, buyer will stick with the existing organizations. Therefore, looking for long-term partnerships is very important than only adding new customers. And organizations have to change their sales approach to cater to all these changing requirements. And sales is shifting from transaction to a process oriented approach that will build this long-term partnership with customer. Selling tomorrow or today is a team sport, and it is not individual hero game. Therefore, organizations have to also train sales team as well as sales management to work together, cooperate, and bring focus on customer requirements and customer experience. That will differentiate organizations, and also that will create the brand. Therefore, the most important aspect for salespeople to build that perception where customers will trust the salesperson and look forward to his insights that will help them to make right decision. and that perception is a strong differentiator. Therefore, salespersons will make difference and they will be the real contributors towards building sustainable and profitable business. Customers or prospects, they buy salesperson first and they perceive the company quality of the products based on the perception about the salesperson. And these organizations have to understand and change the whole approach, training, and developing sales team to cater to this requirement and global market. The real differentiator tomorrow in the business will be the salesperson who will be trusted by the customers and who has established credibility by creating a strong success stories for the customers.